Okay, see, is it been announced to the children that the class is starting? And then give them some time to come in. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Mm, Okay, come. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's start our class. Let's do our checklist first. Inshallah, we're all in wudu. Right here in Tarim, we just finished subuh. Just finished subuh. Right, so we are all in wudu. Are you all in Singapore? 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Are you all still in subuh? No, not subuh. 10 o'clock definitely not in subuh. Right, let me see. Way past subuh. Maybe you have taken wudu already. Come to class with wudu, okay? And don't come to class without wudu. Okay. Wudu and siwak and the nice smells, atar, cover your aurat, inshallah, and be respectful on the chat, face the qibla, and write notes in the note. So I think by now you all have memorized all of this, right? Inshallah. Okay, let us do our siwak. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma بيض به أسناني وشد به لساتي وأثبت به لهاتي وأصلح به لساني وأثبني عليه وبارك لي فيه يا رب العالمين آمين. Okay, تمام. Okay, let's do our atar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Oh, today is Friday. Alhamdulillah. We have had 3 Fridays together so far, right? 3 Fridays. Let me check the calendar. Yes, we have had 3 Fridays in June. Let me see. Have we had 3 Fridays in June? Yes, we. Okay, now. Right. So today is Friday, as inshallah we do more and more salawat onto Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let's do the salawat. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin al-Tayyib al-Mutayyib al-Habib al-Muqarrab wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa ballaghna bijahihi kulla maqsudin wa maqalab. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الطيب المطيب الحبيب المقرب وعلى آله وصحبه وبلغنا بجاهه كل مقصود ومطلب. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الطيب المطيب الحبيب المقرب وعلى آله وصحبه وبلغنا بجاهه كل مقصود ومطلب. نشهد أول دعاء. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نوينا التعلم وتعليم وتذكر وتذكير والنفع والانتفاع والإفادة والاستفادة والحث على التمسك بكتاب الله وسنة رسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم ودعاء إلى الهدى ودلالة على الخير ابتغاء وجه الله ومرضاته وقربه وثوابه سبحانه وتعالى مع لطف وعافية برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين آمين. اللهم إنا نسألك علما لدني ومشرب صافي الهاني يا وهاب يا غني. اللهم إنا نسألك علما لدني ومشرب صافي الهاني يا وهاب يا غني. اللهم إنا نسألك علما لدني ومشرب صافي الهاني يا وهاب يا غني. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتحة. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين Amin, 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 ya Rabbal Alamin. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Where are we? Which is our hadith? Okay, let's read the hadith today, inshallah. Yes, this is the hadith. Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay, so inshallah, today is Friday. We must do more and more salawats on Friday, because our salawats reach Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam indirectly, on Fridays. Okay, so Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So you imagine Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in front of us. You imagine you can smell his scent, mashallah. You imagine that he will stroke your head. You can kiss his hand, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And you read the hadith. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, Jahidul mushrikina, Jahidul mushrikina. He said, strive against the disbelievers, bi amwalikum, with your wealth, wa anfusikum, and yourselves, wa alsinatikum, and your tongues, mashallah. Okay, so today, inshallah, I want to tell the story of Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. Okay, Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, who was one of the great scholars of our time. And I'll begin the story. It's a bit of a long story, but it's a very nice story. Okay, I'll begin the story with a dream that happened in his time. So Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, let me put the title of the story, okay? The title of the story is, mm, let's write it in green. Okay, be firm, be firm, O Ahmad. Be firm, O Ahmad. MashaAllah. Okay, so Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, he's one of the very knowledgeable imams, right? Imams, that means he's one of the sheikh, the mashayikh. You know, remember the last hadith we learned, Jalisul Kubara Wasailul Ulama. I ask the ulama questions and follow what the ulama say. The ulama are the people who are knowledgeable in Islam. They have studied their whole lives. They will study Islam. So Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, let me draw him, okay? Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, he was one of those people, oh, mashallah, he would really study Islam, mashallah, very well. And he was always with a book, right? Always reading, always writing, always studying Islam. You know, when he was very young, he already had finished the entire, he already memorized the whole Quran when he was still very young. Like, and then he went on to memorize many hadiths from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he was a very intelligent young man. Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, from morning until evening, until at night, his whole life, what he would do is that he would study. He loves to study. Imam Ahmad, eh, Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, where are we? Undo. And read. Okay. Tamam. Don't draw on my whiteboard. Who's drawing on my whiteboard? I must disable the annotation. Okay. So Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, that he would spend his whole time studying since he was very young. He was actually an orphan. Now, you know what's an orphan, right? An orphan means that they don't. I understand now. Okay, an orphan means that they don't have a father. Okay, they don't have a father. Firm or Ahmed. And orphan means they don't have a father. So Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, he lives alone with his mother. And he loves his mother very much. Right? But his mother wants him to go and study. His mother wants him to become a big sheikh or big ulama. So the mother was to him, Ahmad, I want you to go and study. You don't have to stay here with me. I will look after myself. I will earn my own money. What is important is you go and study. MashaAllah, right? So Imam Ahmad, he will travel. He will go to many countries and he will study Islam, Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. So one of his times that he was studying Islam, later I'll show you how Imam Ahmad strove against the kafir. See what they did to Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal because of the Quran. He did not want people to say something about the Quran, and later on, you see what happened to him. Like they will put him in jail, they will whip him, they will beat him, like because of something that he does not want to say about the Quran, but they want him to say it about the Quran. But he wants to defend the Quran, right? MashaAllah. Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, he will defend the Quran. He will not allow people to say things that are not true about the Quran. So Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, during one of his studyings, one of his trips when he was studying, right? He went to visit Imam Ash-Shafi'i. Imam Ash-Shafi'i is another person. Imam Ash-Shafi'i is another person. Like, what am I doing? Uh, okay, tamam. Imam Ash-Shafi'i is another person, like who he is also very, very knowledgeable. He's also very, very knowledgeable. Sila, why do I do? Mm, I keep using the wrong pen, Sila. Mm, oh, no wonder I keep using the wrong pen. Okay. B from O Ahmed. So Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, Imam Shafi'i, okay? Imam Shafi'i is here. Imam Shafi'i is also one of the ulama. That means they're very, very knowledgeable people and they spend their whole life studying Islam. Imam al-Shafi'i, he was a bit older. He is such a genius, Imam Shafi'i, such a genius that actually Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam predicted that he was going to come. No one's going to predict it or not. Predicted means, who knows what is the meaning of predicted? Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam predicted, or you say he prophesized, that Imam Shafi'i will be one of the great Imams in Islam. Who knows what's the meaning of predicted? Do you know the meaning of predicted? What is the meaning of predicted? It's Imam Shafi'i. Right, so Imam Shafi'i, nobody knows the meaning of predicted. Nobody knows the meaning of the word predicted. Nobody. Can you all hear me? Why nobody knows the meaning of predicted? Nobody at all. Anybody here knows the meaning of predicted? No, not at all. At
I know.
all. Not even one person here knows the meaning of
I know.
predicted.
I know.
Predicted. What's the meaning of predicted? When you predict something, that means
You're talking
you're
about
talking
something that
about
hasn't happened yet.
yes, well done. Predicted means to talk about the future. It's not a guess. It's not a guess, but it is to talk about the future. Right? So when I say, oh, I predict it's going to rain today. I predict. I'm not guessing. I am predicting. Right? Predicting means I'm saying about something that is going to happen in the future. I might not be right. I might be wrong. But I'm predicting. I'm going to predict that looking at the clouds in the sky, like so many clouds in the sky, I'm predicting it's going to be a heavy rain later today. You understand the meaning of predict? You know the meaning of predict? Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he predicted Imam Shafi'i will come. And of course, when the Prophet predicts something, that means it will be what? And Nabi Muhammad said, in the future, this will happen. And in the future, that will happen. And in the future, will what Nabi Muhammad SAW predict happen? Will it definitely happen? Yes, true. Because he gets his knowledge from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? Allah told Nabi Muhammad SAW about things that will happen in the future. You know, Nabi Muhammad SAW said about things that will happen in our time. Do you all know that? Nabi Muhammad SAW said before, in the future, a man will be in another country and he can see his family in another country. And in his time, the Sahaba, they didn't know what Nabi Muhammad SAW meant. They were like, what does he mean? A man in another country can see his family in another country. And they didn't know what that meant. How could you do that? How can somebody in a different country see somebody in a different country? Do we know how that happens now in our time? How does that happen? Can it happen or not? Can a man see his family when he's in a different country? Can or not? Can I see you all and I'm in a different country?
Yes, yes.
Uh, Can. Through what? Using what? Using the internet. Correct. Zoom and FaceTime. Correct. How did Nabi Muhammad SAW know they will have Zoom? How did he know they will have FaceTime? How did he even know they will have internet? Right? But he said that. He said a man will be able to look into his house. And he's in a different country. And he can see what his family is doing in the house. And the Sahaba was thinking maybe some magic. Maybe he's doing some magic or something, don't know what, but we all say no. Even was talking about he's talking about internet. He's just talking about the internet. It's okay. It's not about magic. It's not magic. It's just the internet. Right? MashaAllah. Nabi Muhammad spoke about a lot of things about the future. And he said that there will come a time when metal will talk. And then people last time will think, what metal? What metal is talking? What metal is talking? Hey, what metal is talking? Do you know what metal is talking? Your iPad, your phone, all made of metal, what? Inside is all metal. Yeah, it's all metal. Right. So is metal talking? Yeah, metal is talking. It's the phone, it's the iPad, it's the handphone. Right, mashallah, right? Like Muhammad for all of these things. He's predicting. Ah, but for prophets, you say prophesizing. Prophets say what is correct that will happen in the future. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam also said that in the future, right? He said that shoes will talk. Do you know there are shoes? The shoes will talk to you and tell you whether you walk enough today or not. So weird. But Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has told us that in the future there will be talking shoes, and there are talking shoes, and there are talking watch. Yeah, talking watch. He told us a lot of things about the future. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us a lot of things about the future. Right, this is what I'm studying now. So I'm studying about this. What did Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam say about the future? And sometimes he warns people, and sometimes he gives good news. And Imam Ash-Shafi'i, عنده عنده Ash-Shafi'i, right, is one of the good news. Good news of the Prophet. He lived more than 100 years after Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam spoke about him. He said there will be in the future a young man from the Quraysh, as Imam Shafi'i, and his knowledge will fill up the whole world. MashaAllah. And everybody said that that is Imam Shafi'i. He's so clever that he just looks at one page of the book full of words and he memorizes every single word in that page. Just by one look. You don't have to read so many times. Just by looking at it one time, he memorized the whole thing. Amazing, right? What genius is this? And sometimes he needs to cover the second page so he will not memorize the second page before the first page. He's so clever, Imam Shafi. He hears something one time and he memorized it immediately. There was one time he was in a class and his teacher, Imam Malik, I might talk about Imam Malik before, right? He loved Nabi Muhammad very much, right? He was in the class and he was so poor. Imam Shafi was so poor. He couldn't buy a book and couldn't buy a pen. He couldn't buy a notebook and a pencil. He was so poor. So he sat there and he used his fingers and write on his palm of his hand. It's his fingers. And then the teacher thought he's playing around. Are you playing around? Why are you using your fingers to write on your hand? That's so weird. Your fingers are not. It's not pencil, and your hands are not paper. Right. So he called Imam Shafi after the class and said that Shafi, why are you playing around during class with your hands and your fingers? And I'm not playing around. I'm writing notes. And he said, what? No, you're using your fingers to write on your hand. How can there be notes? And he says, I have written the entire class down. I have it memorized. And the Imam said, tell me what I said in class. And Imam Shafi'i could say the whole class from start to end, every single word the teacher said. Can you do that? Can you like be like recorder? You record everything in your brain. Imam Shafi could say the whole class, the whole class, every single word the teacher said, he could repeat the whole thing like a recorder, like a voice recorder. MashaAllah, that was his brain. Like he was so clever, Imam Shafi, mashallah, was so clever. But Alhamdulillah, Allah made him do service to Islam. It means so clever, go and learn Islam. Clever people go and learn Islam. Use your brains for Islam. Don't use your brains to do nonsense things or go and learn how to do nonsense things. No, use your brains to do good things. That is what Imam Ash-Shafi'i did. So Imam Ash-Shafi'i, he is the teacher of Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. Let me I draw Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal dulu lah. Okay. He is a teacher of Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. And Imam Ash-Shafi'i could see that Imam Ahmad was a very smart young man. There is a lot of hopes, Imam Ahmad. Very smart young man. Imam Shafi'i's name is Muhammad bin Idris Ash-Shafi'i. What's his name, Imam Shafi'i? His name is Muhammad bin Idris. Imam Ahmad's name is Imam Ahmad. Ahmad bin Hanbal. Right? So Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal will sit in front of Imam Shafi'i and he will study and study and study and study and study. And Imam Shafi'i really loved this student. If you're a good student, right? Your teachers will love you, right? If you're a good and respectful student, you always study, you always do your homework, you're always early for class, you sit there and you pay attention, you don't lie down, you don't fool around, you don't play around, right? You all know that, right? Teachers love it when they find a good student. Yeah, if you all are playing around, what will I do? I will off, right? I give you a chance. I saw you all were playing around, I give you a chance, and you still continue to play around, so I off. Okay, off the chat, right? Because you all playing around. Imam Ahmad didn't do this kind of things. Imam Shafi also didn't do this kind of things. Like when they were in class, they would just focus and write notes and pay attention. They didn't draw emoticons on their book. No. Right, but they were focused in class. They were not doodling, draw cat lah, draw dog lah, draw trees and whatever. No, no, no. They were only writing notes and they were paying attention. So after a while, Imam Ahmad had to go back to his town because his mother was alone, right? So after he had finished learning from Imam Shafi'i, he said to Imam Shafi'i, I'm gonna go back to my town. My mother is all alone. I need to keep her company. So he left. Then after some time, let me draw. After some time, Imam Ash-Shafi'i had an amazing dream. Let me draw him sleeping, okay? Right. Imam Shafi'i was sleeping and he had an amazing dream. I'm just going to draw an imama on him, okay? Even though I don't think he sleeps with an imama, but it's okay. I'll just draw this. Okay. Imam Shafi'i was asleep and he had an amazing dream. What was his dream? They all don't sleep on beds. They only sleep on mattresses. He had an amazing dream. Imam Shafi'i, he dreamt. What did he dream? He dreamt of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Nabi Muhammad came to him in his dreams. Why? Do you know that if you dream of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that means the dream is a true dream? Do you know that? I know that if you dream of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the dream is a true dream because shaitan cannot pretend to be Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He can pretend to be other things, shaitan. He can. Like Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in the end of times, shaitan will pretend to be somebody's dead grandmother or dead grandfather or dead parents. And shaitan will pretend to be them. So they will say, I am your mother, I am your father, I am your grandmother, I am your grandfather. But it's not your parents and your grandparents. No, it's actually shaitan. He's pretending. And then he will say, and I am telling you, follow Dajjal. Follow Dajjal. He is God. Follow him. I'm telling you right now. Shaitan will pretend. Don't believe. Don't believe him. He will come and pretend to people that he's somebody special. He's somebody this, somebody. No, don't believe him. But Shaitan cannot pretend to be Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He cannot. He cannot take the shape of Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Allah don't allow. He can take the shape of other people, but Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, no, he cannot be like Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So Imam Shafi'i saw in his dream Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. MashaAllah. Who would like to see Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in their dreams? Who would like to see Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in your dreams? See, come
Me.
to you, smiling at you, all of
Me.
you, all of us,
Me.
right? You
Me.
really like to see me in your dreams, right? MashaAllah. Inshallah, inshallah, inshallah. So Imam Shafi'i saw Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu in his dreams. And Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu, his face was full of light. And he was smiling like how he always smiles, right? And then Nabi Muhammad said to Imam Shafi'i a very important message. What is this very important message? From Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He said, Ya Muhammad. Because Imam Shafi'i's name is also Muhammad, I remember. He's Muhammad bin Idris al-Shafi'i, that's his name. Oh Muhammad, send my salams to Ahmad. Which Ahmad is this? Which Ahmad? Is it, oh Muhammad, when you wake up, send my salams to Ahmad. I say, Nabi Muhammad said, Salamu alaikum to you. Right? And what else did Nabi Muhammad say? And I draw that slide. And tell him tell him that he will face a difficult test. Imam Ahmad will face a difficult test. Okay, a very difficult test in the Quran. About the Quran. About the Quran. See, Nabi Muhammad SAW is telling the Imam Shafi'i something about the future. He's saying to Imam Shafi'i something about the future that will happen. So he said, send my salams to Ahmad. Who is this Ahmad? Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. Tell Imam Ahmad that he will face a very difficult test. Okay, tell him a very difficult test is about to come his way. And tell him that Nabi Muhammad SAW's advice, what is his advice? My advice to him is be firm. Okay, tell Ahmad to be firm. That means don't say what the evil people want you to say about the Quran. Don't give in. Like, be firm. Okay, Ahmad, be firm and be strong. They will beat him and they will put him in jail and they will do all kinds of things to him. Don't give in. Okay, Ahmad, be strong. Okay, be strong. Don't do what the evil people are trying to make you do. Okay. Sometimes they will beat and beat and beat and beat and beat people to try and make them leave Islam, right? Remember in time Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and there is Sayyidah Sumayyah. Remember Sayyidah Sumayyah? She and her husband Abu Jahl killed them because Abu Jahl tried to force them to leave Islam. Right? He was saying, get out of Islam. Say Muhammad is a liar. Say the Quran is wrong. Say. And they said, no, never. And Abu Jahl beat them and beat them and beat them and he beat them until he killed them. Evil, right? So Nabi Muhammad said this to Imam Shafi'i in his dreams. When Imam Shafi'i woke up, he quickly wrote a letter. Because last time there's no WhatsApp, right? No WhatsApp, no internet, no. You cannot just WhatsApp somebody, you cannot. You must write a letter and send a letter with a messenger. And somebody would take the letter and bring it to the different country, right, to send the letter. So Imam Ahmad was in another country, right? So Imam Shafi wrote a letter, send this to Ahmad. And the man brought it to Imam Ahmad. Let me show you what happened after that, okay? So, are you following the story? Is it complicated? So far, okay or not? So far, you all understand the story, right? So, just a summary. Imam Ahmad is a student of Imam Shafi'i. Imam Shafi'i is a teacher. Imam Shafi'i had a dream. In the dream, Nabi Muhammad SAW told him, go and send salams to Ahmad and tell him, prepare him. A major test is going to come his way. So he better be prepared. And Nabi Muhammad SAW said to him, don't say what the people want you to say. Be firm, O Ahmad. So the story is called Be firm, O Ahmad, right? Be firm, O Ahmad. So Imam Ahmad, he received the letter. Ah, he received the letter that Imam Shafi'i wrote to him. Let me draw Imam Ahmad, okay? Imam Ahmad, he received the letter that Imam Al-Shafi'i wrote to him. Oh. But he was not concerned about a difficult test. Do you know what was the most important thing to him in the letter? Do you all know? When he read the letter, he felt so happy. Eh, the letter told him that there's going to be a difficult test, and he feels so happy. Why? He was so happy, mashallah, Imam Ahmad. Why? Who can tell me? Why did Imam Ahmad feel super happy reading the letter of Imam Ash-Shafi'i? Letter. Like, why? Why was Imam Ahmad super happy reading this letter? Why? Who can tell me? MashaAllah. He was so happy that tears began streaming down his cheek. He was so happy that tears began streaming down his cheek. Why? Who can tell me why he was so happy? Why? Why was Imam Ahmad super happy when he got the letter? Who can tell me? Now, Imam Ahmad Aslam told him it's going to be a very difficult test, okay? Right, then Imam Aslam told him it's going to be a very difficult test. Type your answer on the chat. Type on the chat. And then Imam Aslam told him it's going to be a very difficult test. And then he's super happy when he read the letter. Why? Why is he super happy? So Imam Ahmad was so happy that he wanted to give a present to the man who gave the letter, the messenger boy, right? That he had no money, that he took his own shirt and he gave the man. Say, this is my present boy because I'm so happy you gave me this letter. Now, why is he happy? Nobody knows the answer.
Me.
Nobody answer. Nobody knows the answer. Just answer on the chat. Answer on the chat.
It's
Right?
because
Why? Why was he so happy? Who can tell me the correct
he knows that, because he knows
answer?
that it's from Prophet Muhammad.
And
And because Allah will reward him.
Allah reward him. Not yet. That's not the answer. Why was he super happy? There was something in the
Because
letter.
the Prophet knows him. Because the Prophet knows him.
What is the thing that Nabi Muhammad SAW said? You see this part, right? That made him super happy. Which of these three information is the most beloved information to him? This one or this one or this one?
Send the salam to
Yes.
Ahmad.
Send salams, correct. The most important thing to him, the thing that he loved the most is that Nabi Muhammad sent me salams. Ya Allah, Masya. He was so happy that he got the salams from Nabi Muhammad SAW directly to his name. Say Assalamualaikum to Ahmad bin Hanbal. Can you imagine if someone had a dream and said Nabi Muhammad SAW said, send salams to, and said your full name. Will you be super happy? Oh, he said my full name. He knows my full name. He knows me. Masha, right? You'll be so happy. I get so excited. Like, Nabi Muhammad SAW said my name, my full name. Like, you'll be so happy, wouldn't you? You'll be so happy, mashallah, right? I would be so happy if Nabi Muhammad SAW said to my teacher, Tell Farhana Munshida I send salam. So, oh, I
Okay.
think I will faint. I will faint because I'll be super happy from I'll be so happy until I will faint. I don't think I will say I can take it. I'll be super happy. Imam Ahmad was
Lah
incredibly
this
happy.
thing.
MashaAllah. Mute lah. Why you tell me yourself? Okay. Imam Ahmad was so incredibly happy. He was not even worried about the difficult test. No, he was not worried. He was only happy because Nabi Muhammad Sallam said salams to him. MashaAllah, right? So now comes the test. Let Usada tell you what happened with this test. Come on, erase the letter. He kept the letter very well in his cupboard because it was so precious to him. And now comes the test. What is the test that happened to Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal? There were some evil people that became the leaders of the Muslims. But they are not Muslims. They think that they are Muslims, but they are not. They are people who want to say lies about the Quran. So these people, they were actually the leaders. They became the Khalifa, but not a Khalifa like Harun al-Rashid. Harun al-Rashid is a good Khalifa. This was a bad Khalifa, evil Khalifa. Right? And they called Imam Ahmad to the court. They called Imam Ahmad to the court. Now comes the test. At this time, Imam Shafi passed away already. Imam Shafi passed away already. So Imam Ahmad was tested by these people. What are they going to force him to say? They are people that say things that are lies about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and lies about the Quran. So they called Imam Ahmad, right, to the court on his throne, right? On his throne. Now, let me draw a throne for him. Okay. And he said, "Oh, Imam Ahmad, people respect you for your knowledge." Because Imam Ahmad, mashallah, he memorized a lot. He memorized the whole Quran and he memorized hundreds and thousands of hadith. We just learned two hadiths this time. Do you all memorize it? Last year we learned 10 hadiths. Do you all memorize it? Only 10. Do you memorize 10 hadiths? Imam Ahmad, he memorized hundreds and thousands, okay, of hadith all in his computer brain. MashaAllah. His brain, they are so smart that their brains like computers. MashaAllah. The smartest human beings on this earth are all the scholars of Islam. Yes, they were munafiqun, correct. They were munafiqun. There was something wrong about them. They were munafiqun. So they called Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal and they said to Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, "Oh, Ahmad." They call him by his name. "Oh, Ahmad, say that the Quran, is created." Now I must tell you all something. I must ask you all something. The Quran is whose words? I ask you all. Who is the one talking in the Quran? Oh,
Allah.
Albert Einstein is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? I want to tell you one thing, okay? Albert Einstein is like a baby compared to Imam Shafi'i. People think he's a genius. No. Albert Einstein, his brain is like a baby. Compared to Imam Shafi'i is a super genius. Super, super, the best geniuses in the whole world that Allah created, they are the Muslims. Allah will not create someone so smart, then they do dunya things. No, no, no. People who are very smart, Allah made them do Islam things. Right? Right? Don't you think so? If Allah's going to give a very strong brain, Allah's going to create a very strong brain, will Allah make this brain go and learn, things that are not important? Or will Allah make the brain learn the Quran? What do you think? What do you think? People with strong brains will do what? Go and learn how to play computer games. Huh? Computer games will make your brains into mush. Right? Computer games will make your brains very slow and not clever. Will Allah want someone with a smart brain to waste their time and do games and play games? Or will Allah make someone with a smart brain go and memorize Quran? Right? Go and learn Quran. Go and study Quran. MashaAllah, right? So the best brains in the whole world actually are the prophets. Nabi Muhammad SAW is the smartest human being in the entire world. Smarter, a billion times smarter than Albert Einstein, a billion times smarter. Then all the people who learn Islam, they are like Imam Shafi'i, Imam Ahmad, they are so incredibly smart. So smart. Do you know anybody of the scientists that you know, like Einstein or Newton or whatever? Can they memorize something by looking at it? Huh? Do you know any of them? Look at one page of the book and memorize every single word. Do you all know? Can anybody do that? Are you all that smart? Just look at one page. Okay, memorize. Finish memorize already. Here, one lesson, and you record like a voice recorder. Oh, mashallah. They don't need computers. They don't even need voice recorder because their brain is even stronger in the computer. Mashallah, right? Imam Ahmad was like that. So the evil people here, they are munafiqun, right? They said, say the Quran is created. And Imam Ahmad said, no, it is not created because it is Allah's word. It is Allah's word, and Allah is not something that is created. Is Allah created? Is Allah the creator? I ask you all, okay? Is Allah created or is Allah the creator of everything? Who is the creator and who is the creation? You all know English words or not? You all know English words or not?
Yes.
Who is it? I'm making you all smarter, okay? Inshallah, make you all smarter and smarter and smarter. The more you learn Islam, the smarter you get. Trust me. The more you learn Islam, the smarter you get. Right? Allah is a creator, right? We all creators or creation?
Yes.
Are we all creators or creation? Creation, correct. Are we creatures? Are we creatures?
Yes.
Are we creatures? We are creation, correct. Okay. The Quran is whose word? Is it Allah's word or our word? Or Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu word? The Quran.
Allah.
Whose word?
Allah's word.
Allah's word, right?
Allah's
Yes,
word.
Allah's word. The Quran is Allah's word. So Allah's word is a creation or part of the creator? From the creator.
Creator.
Creator, right? So the Quran cannot be a creation, cannot. Because the Quran is Allah's word. I hope you understand what I'm saying, okay? You don't understand, it's okay. It's okay. But if you understand, then very well done. You have a strong brain, inshallah. Strong brain must use for Islam, right? I told you before, right? Strong brain must use for Islam. That is why Ustazah also studying, because I know Allah gave me a strong brain. So I know my brain must use for Islam. Go and study the Quran, go and study Islam. Those who are smart, go and study Islam. Because Allah give you that brain, right? So Allah wants you to use the brain to learn Islam. Okay? Okay. So Imam Ahmad said no. I'm going to stop the class soon, inshallah. Monday, Tuesday, I'll continue, okay? Monday, Hari Raya, okay? Monday, no class. Okay, y'all go Hari Raya, okay? He so bravely said in front of the evil Khalifa, no, I will never say it. And the Khalifa said, we are going to throw you in prison. And he said, I don't care. Throw me in prison. I don't care. And the Khalifa said, we're going to whip you. We're going to take the whips and we're gonna take off your shirt and we're gonna whip you on the skin and you're gonna be bleeding from your skin. We're gonna whip you and whip you and whip you until you say what we want you to say. But Imam Ahmad remembered the advice from Nabi Muhammad SAW, right? Don't give in, O Ahmad. Be firm, O Ahmad. So Imam Ahmad said, no, I will never say what you want me to say. I will never say it because it's not true. It's not true about the Quran. The Quran is Allah's word, and Allah's word cannot be created. The Quran is Allah's word, and Allah's word cannot be created. Imam Ahmad was firm, and so they dragged Imam Ahmad to the prison, and I will continue on Tuesday. What did they do to Imam Ahmad? Oh, they were so evil to Imam Ahmad. Astaghfirullah al-Azim. But you see, Imam Ahmad strive against the disbelievers with your tongue. Remember, I told you all the hadith? Right? Strive against the disbelievers. Here, strive against the disbelievers with your tongues. He refused to say what they want him to say. He refused. He will not say it. On Tuesday, I will show you what happened. What happened to Imam Ahmad, and why he refused to give in to them. Even some of his students said to him, Imam, just say what they want. Just say what they want. Allah knows you don't mean it. Allah knows you don't mean it. Just say what they want. Just say what they want and escape from them. Right? Just to escape, you can say it. Even though you don't mean it, you can say it. Because you want to escape from these evil people. But Imam Ahmad will never say it. Why? Why will he never say it? Now, later Tuesday, I will show you all, okay? Come, salawat. Allahumma salli أفضل صلواتك على أسعد المخلوقاتك حبيب الله سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم عدد معلوماتك من كلماتك كلما ذكرك وذكره الذاكرون وغفل عن ذكرك وذكر الغافلون اللهم صل أفضل صلواتك على أسعد المخلوقاتك حبيب الله سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم عدد معلوماتك من كلماتك كلما ذكرك وذكره ذاكر وغفل عن ذكرك ذكر غافل اللهم صل أفضل صلواتك على أسعد مخلوقاتك حبيب الله سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم عدد معلوماتك من كلماتك كلما ذكرك وذكره ذاكر وغفل عن ذكرك